Hello, students. How are you? I know you are pretty fine by the grace of the Almighty, and I know that you are pretty excited from your within that your college is going to be reopened in the next month from 30th March. So get very tight. Okay, you should start studying very tightly with an excitement that you are going to attend to your college, your campus in the next month, inshallah. Okay. Okay, dear students, today I'll discuss a lesson which is very important for both the first year students and the second year HSC higher second year examinees who are going to sit for the HSC exam in 2021. The examinees know that this topic, this lesson has been given in the short syllabus. Okay, so it's really very important. So what is it about? It's about food adulteration. Okay, the unit title is food adulteration and the lesson title is food adulteration reaches new height. So it's quite understandable that this is a very common and very important topic, common as well as very important topic, because we are in such a situation where all the time we are having adulterated, contaminated, polluted foods, and really we are in such a critical situation regarding our food, regarding our food safety especially. Okay, dear students, so let's know what is food adulteration. Food adulteration, the meaning of the word adulteration is contamination, pollution, or contamination is another difficult word. So the word pollution is a bit less difficult. You'll understand it. So food adulteration means pollution of food. Okay. And the lesson title is Food Adulteration Reaches New Height. Yes, what does this mean? What does the title signify? It signifies that actually food adulteration is an ongoing process. Okay, all the time we are seeing around us uh, loss of adulterated food, but is reaching a new height. It means that it's getting higher and higher. It's degrading in a higher level than before. Okay. So food adulteration reaches new height, and this is the title of a report, of a newspaper report. Dear students, for both first and second year students, I'm telling you that you should be very, very attentive about this title. Okay, this lesson is also very important for you second paper report writing topic. Okay, in report writing you have to give a title first, and the title has to be very, very, no, it should be very, very concise. Okay, it should not be very long. Okay, it should not be like a full sentence or a two-line sentence. Okay, so a title of a report which we find in newspapers should be a brief one. Okay, it should be a short one so that readers can easily grasp what is going to be said in the news report. Okay, so students know that food adulteration is increasing day by day. Every day we see lots of adulterated foods around us. Actually, we can't escape. It looks like that is such a situation that from which we can't escape. It's an inescapable situation. It's beyond escape. Anyway, dear students, let's see the warm-up questions. Here are some questions like what is food adulteration? You have already know what is food adulteration. So food adulteration is contamination of food, pollution of food by different chemicals, pesticides, and even microbiological organisms, okay, like viruses and bacteria, okay, virus and bacteria. Okay, and the next question is, have you heard the name of a pesticide called formalin, which is used as a preservative? So formalin is the most common preservative and the most talked about preservative, which I think even a small child of 5 to 6 years, they also know this name, formalin. So in our country, we often hear that formalin is given in fish and other food items. Okay, so formalin is the most dangerous, most risky uh, pesticide for human body, okay, which kills our kidneys, liver, and other organisms and other organs, okay. And the last question is, who do you think uses chemical pesticides on food or fruits? So who use it? Who uses chemical pesticides on food or fruits? So now we know that on food or fruits, the people who sell food and fruits, especially they are guilty for this crime, okay. Mostly they use chemical pesticides for preserving food for a long time, so that they can sell it for a long time, so that food and fruits they sell do not get rotten, okay. To save their um, food and fruits from being rotten, they use chemical pesticides. Okay, now dear students, this is the reading comprehension passage. What is it about? What's the instruction? Read the following feature item published in a Dhaka Daily. Okay, the Dhaka Daily, the name of that daily newspaper is Dhaka Tribune. Okay, yeah, most possibly is from Dhaka Tribune. Let's check it. Is from Dhaka Tribune. Okay, just a second. Yeah, Dhaka Tribune. So Dhaka Tribune is a famous English newspaper in Bangladesh nowadays. This newspaper is publishing different reports, different news, uh, which are making people very, very conscious. They are developing awareness in public. Okay. Okay, so let's start reading the reading comprehension passage. Okay, unsafe level of pesticides present in around half of the vegetables and more than a quarter of fruits sold in the capital's markets, a recent survey has found. So unsafe level of pesticides. So what is pesticides? Okay, that is the first question, right? The meaning of the word pesticides is insecticides. Okay, insect killers. Okay, you know, insects or pests. They are little worms which destroy food. Okay, so if you want to keep your food safe from insects, then people use pesticides. But pesticides, yeah, of course, pesticides can be used, but if the level of using pesticide is higher than the standard level, is higher than the normal level, then that's dangerous. That is the question here. Okay, unsafe level of pesticides are present in around half of the vegetables. Around half of that means about 50% vegetables are contaminated. Okay, they are polluted with uh, with extra amount of with a lot of pesticides. That means pesticides that are more than necessary, okay, that are unnecessary, okay, unnecessarily being used. Okay, vegetables and more than a quarter of fruits sold in the capital markets. So we eat fruits on daily basis. So food and fruits. Okay, we can't live without food. We can't live without fruits. So a quarter. That means a quarter means. 1/4 of fruits sold in the capital markets. A recent survey has found a survey. Okay, so it's an investigation done by journalists. Okay, that's called a survey. Okay, so not only journalists, even by the concerned authorities. Okay. Okay, the next sentence is a 15-member team of the National Food Safety Laboratory with support from the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO came up with the findings after collecting and testing food samples from the capitals Gulshan, Karan Bazar and Mohakali markets. So a 15-member team of the National Food Safety Laboratory, okay, there's science lab. Okay, that's a different place. Okay, but National Food Safety Laboratory. Okay, a laboratory for the safety of food on national basis with the support from the Food and Agriculture Organization. So, Food and Agriculture Organization is an international organization who deals with food and agricultural products, food and agriculture, in a large scale. Okay, came up with the findings after collecting and testing food samples from the capitals Gulshan, Karan Bazar, and Mahakali markets. Came up with the findings. So came up with decision. Okay, came up with the decision. Come up with the decision. This is a phrase, an idiom. Okay. So we come up with the findings. So they concluded, they reached a conclusion after analyzing the facts, analyzing the findings. Okay. So in the picture, students, you can see what is in the picture. Look. So in the diagram, in the picture, you can see one thing. That is on the right side picture. You can see some fruits, especially an apple, which is rotten. From inside, the apple is rotten. Some other fruits, and on the left side, there are different items of food that we consume almost every day. Okay. The survey report, a copy of which was acquired by the Dhaka Tribune. Remember, definite article "the" is used. "The" is used before the name of a newspaper. Okay, this is very important. Remember, students. Okay, we have to use definite article "the" before the name of a newspaper. Okay, just a second. Okay, students. The survey report, a copy of which was acquired by the Dhaka Tribune, read that nearly 40% of 82 samples of milk products, fish, fruits, and vegetables contained banned pesticides such as DDT, aldrin, chlordine, and heptachlor. So the situation is really very sad, very pathetic. Look, the survey report, a copy of which was acquired by the Dhaka Tribune, read that nearly 40% of 82 samples of milk products, fish, fruits, and vegetables, all kinds of food items, including fruits, okay, contained banned pesticides such as DDT, aldrin, chlordine, and heptachlor. So these pesticides, okay, are very, very dangerous. These are very poisonous pesticides, and these pesticides have been banned from the world, okay, by World Health Organization. Okay, World Health Organization has banned these pesticides, the uses of these pesticides, actually they are being abused. Okay, they are not used, rather they are actually these pesticides are used to contaminate food. Okay, it's such a contamination that if we consume, if we eat those food items and fruits, then really our life will be hazarded. Okay, our life will be at stake. Okay, will in great danger, will fall into great danger. Okay, students, the amounts of pesticide in these samples were found to be 3 to 20 times greater. 2 to 20 times greater. Times doesn't mean that it doesn't mean it doesn't give the sense of the concept of time. Okay, time and tide wait for none. Okay, I'd like to go bilingual now. Okay, এটা সময় বোঝাচ্ছে না. Okay, 3 to 20 times means if you multiply the number with 3 or by 20. Okay, so it increases in a higher rate, in a greater rate, 3 to 20 times greater than the limits set by the European Union. Okay, European Union, okay, FDA, US FDA, and these organizations, they set standard. Okay, they are standard setters. Okay, so um, far beyond. Okay, that is, it outnumbers okay, the normal range. Okay, the normal standard. Okay, around 50% vegetables and 35% fruits were found to be contaminated with unsafe level of pesticides. So horrible, the situation is horrible. Okay, vegetables, 50%, half of the total vegetables in the market in our country, not only in Dhaka, in other places of the country. 35%, around one third of fruits were found to be contaminated with unsafe level of pesticides. It's a 2014 a report. Okay, so the same situation or even a worse situation is going on right now. Okay, analyzing more than 30 samples of turmeric powder, more than 30 samples of turmeric powder, branded, packaged, and open. Okay, even in our country, contamination has been found in Radhani turmeric powder, chili powder. Okay, so where shall it go, students? Can you tell me where shall it go? Okay, on whom will you depend? Will you rely? Okay, so it's really very unfortunate. Okay, you have to be very conscious. Okay, sometime of course you have to rebel against such irregularities, against such illegal things. Okay, you should raise your voice. Okay, against such illegal things. Okay, as conscious citizens. Okay, dear students, analyzing more than 30 samples of turmeric powder, branded, packaged, and open. The team also found that nearly 30% of the samples, contained traces of lead chromate. My goodness, lead chromate. You know, lead is a poisonous substance. Okay, lead chromate looks like its color is yellow. Okay, so whenever lead chromate is mixed with turmeric, okay, real turmeric, and then it gets poisonous. Okay, it gets contaminated. But you know, lead chromate is not soluble, it's insoluble. It doesn't get mixed with real turmeric powder. Okay, even Pran, another company of our country, which we rely a lot, but very unfortunate. I don't know why they are less attentive in these things. Okay, they should pay more attention. Okay, they spend a lot of revenues for advertisement. Okay, the multi billionaire companies, okay, but they should pay more attention on these things, on safety of food, okay. The money they are spending for advertisement, if they transfer that fund into these things, then maybe people would have been safer. They would have lived a safer life. Okay. The team also found that nearly 30% of the samples contained traces of lead chromate, which can be fatal if swallowed or inhaled. So swallow means to take something to eat something, okay. Inhaled, even inhaled, okay, if you just take some snips of these substances, these are so dangerous, okay. These samples also contain lead at 20 to 50 times above the safety limit of 2.5 parts per million set by the Bangladesh Standard Testing Institute, okay. So these samples also contained lead at 20 to 50 times. 20 to 50 times. Look how staggering it is. Unimaginable, right? 20 to 50 times. Okay, so it could be 2 to 5 times, but it's not 2 to 5 times. It's 10 times more, 50 times more. My goodness, okay, lead at 20 to 50 times above the safety limit of 2.5 parts per million. So the safety limit is only 2.5 parts per million, set by the Bangladesh Standard Testing Institute. This institute really, I don't know. Very often we hear that there are some corrupted guys working in such organization for whom we are suffering because they are very callous and they might have some hidden agenda with the companies for which we are suffering. Okay, so we should remove, the government should remove the bad guys from such organizations, such key organizations. Okay, arsenic and chromium above safety limits were detected. Arsenic and chromium, these are very poisonous substance. Okay, arsenocosis may be the name of that disease. Arse- Arsenicosis, maybe actually you should check it. Okay, arsenicosis and arsenic and chromium above safety limits. So these are poisonous substance, poisonous metal. Okay, arsenic is found in rice even. Okay, because rice is grown in um, in our country in a widespread manner. Rice is grown across the whole country. So in some places there are more sulfur in some soil. Okay, there are more sulfur. Okay, and arsenic usually stays with sulfur in a mixed condition. Okay, so arsenic and chromium above safety limits were detected in a total of 5 out of 13 rice samples. My goodness. Okay, 5 out of 13 rice samples. Okay, so why will it go? Rice is our staple food, our main food. Without rice, we would die, right? Okay, students, using a sensitive high performance liquid chromatography, is a procedure, a medical procedure, a scientific, a technical procedure. HPLC, using a sensitive, it's very sensitive, it's a sensitive method developed by the food safety lab. 66 samples were analyzed for the presence of formaldehyde. That is formalin. Another name of formalin is formaldehyde. Okay, so 66 samples were analyzed by the food safety lab using technology which we call high performance liquid chromatography. Okay, so chromatography, chromosome, okay, they are related to color. Okay, so this is such a process, such a technique by which using some colors, okay, different distinction of food is detected, okay, is identified. Okay, adulteration was thereby detected in samples of coriander, mango, and fresh shrimps even. Okay, coriander. Coriander is widely used in our country. Okay, coriander leaves. Coriander is used as a spice in our curries. Okay, especially in fish curries and meat curries. Okay, so mango and fresh shrimps even. So formalin was found in these things, in coriander even. Actually, I'm very much confused why formalin is used in coriander. Maybe coriander powder here, okay, or even coriander leaves, okay, to keep them fresh. The tests indicated that poultry feed in the country had also been contaminated. Um, Indicated that poultry feed in the country had also been contaminated as samples of chicken and fish contained traces of antibiotics. Okay, so another contaminant, another pollutant that has been found in poultry feed and fish feed, which is made by using the leftover the left the leftover materials from tannery industry, okay, from leather industry. So this is really very hopeless. Okay, so what we are eating, okay, the feed that is fed to fish and poultry, okay, those are highly poisonous. If you imagine about leather, okay, the leather processing industry, okay, the leftover leathers, okay, um, uh, they are crushed, okay, they are torn into small pieces, okay, and those things are mixed with fish feed, with poultry feed, and if we eat those things, of course, diseases like cancer and other problems like kidney failure, heart failure, liver failure. Well, actually, we can't escape these things. It's really terrible. It's really terrible. High microbial populations were found in several samples of pasteurized milk, indicating poor processing procedures by the manufacturers. Okay, dear students, look, high microbial populations. Microbial populations means germs, okay, or like bacteria and virus, even fungus, okay. High microbial populations are found in several samples of pasteurized milk. Where will it go? Pasteurized milk, okay, Arong milk, Milk Vita, okay. So in these pasteurized brands, okay, indicating poor processing procedures by the manufacturers. So fungus have been found, fungi have been found in milk. Why will it go? Why will it go? No country for the poor people. No country for any people. Samples of cucumber and street foods also showed high microbial populations, suggesting widespread contamination in a water supply. So, oh, the whole thing, the whole picture is pretty sad, extremely hopeless. Samples of cucumber and street foods, cucumber even, okay, street foods. So students, your favorite street food is what? Uh, Very often you eat street foods from the vendors, street vendors, street food sellers. Okay. Yeah, be careful, students. Be careful. Okay, these are very dangerous. Remember. Okay. Samples of cucumber and street foods also showed high microbial populations. It's not pollution, remember, populations, okay? Microbial populations, that means the presence of germs, a lot of germs, okay? uncountable number of germs, suggesting widespread contamination in the water supply. So these food items are being washed with water. The water which is used to wash these food items, that water supplied by Dhaka Wasa, okay, that water is also contaminated while ago. Okay, so we are really in a trap. Okay, we are in a trap. We the people, we have a little right for our safety of food. Okay, so we have to be very very conscious. Okay, the government is trying its best, but we the people, okay, we are the most important figures. Okay, if we raise a voice, okay, if we become conscious, okay, if we know about these facts, okay, then of course someday they will stop. Okay, we have to stop them right now. Okay, the director of Institute of Public Health told the Dhaka Tribune that the survey report has been submitted to the health ministry. Further tests of different products were being carried out at the food safety lab. So there were a lot of tests. Even recently some tests were carried out at Dhaka University and the Department of Pharmacy, Pharmacology. Okay, a professor, he was mocked. Okay, for his report. He gave reports against the milk manufacturers. Okay, like Milk Vita, Arom, brand. Okay, so this is very really actually they are killing people, they are killing people. Okay, if a killer, a murderer kills people, okay, they are killing, maybe a murderer will kill 2 to 3 people, but they are killing hundreds and thousands of people. Horrible, horrible. Okay, a former Director General of the Health Services and senior national advisor of the FOO said the findings were shocking for the whole nation. He extremely shocking, absolutely shocking. He added that instead of focusing only on the end products, the issue should be addressed at the root level. So no, it's a very very important suggestion. Okay, so you have to stop, you have to solve the problem at the root level. Okay, if you want to stop a crisis, okay, if you do not allow a crisis to grow, then you have to stop it at the very beginning, at the very start. Okay, the issue should be addressed at the root level, pointing out that there were 4 steps in the production process: pharma, transport, wholesale and retail trader. He said better monitoring and supervision were mandatory for stopping food adulteration. So better monitoring and supervision. Magistrates are working even. Okay, there's authority which is working. নিরাপদ খাদ্য কর্তৃপক্ষ, in Bengali it is called নিরাপদ খাদ্য কর্তৃপক্ষ. Okay, safe food authority. Okay, Bangladesh safe food safety authority. Yeah, Bangladesh food safety authority, it is working, it is trying heart and soul to control the situation. Okay, then the next paragraph is adulterated food products are reportedly adulterated food products are reportedly the cause behind thousands of people suffering from fatal diseases like cancer, kidney failure, and heart problems. So adulterated food products are reportedly the cause behind thousands of people suffering. Thousands, hundreds and thousands of people, okay, millions of people are suffering from fatal diseases like heart problems, kidney failure, cancer. Horrible situation. Okay, Actually, our lifespan, our lifespan, the longevity of the average per capita average lifespan of our people is about 71 to 73. I can't remember exactly, maybe 73 years. Okay, but it could be raised. Okay, it could be increased if we could control such corruptions. Okay. Health specialists told the Dhaka Tribune that the Ministry of Food had enacted a Food Safety Act, but was yet to prepare the necessary rules. So an act, remember, an act and a law, okay, they are different. Okay, an act, whenever legislative bodies, okay, they pass some rules, that is called act, but whenever they are implemented, that is called law, rule of law. Okay, rules are implemented in the implementation stage, it is called law. Okay, so Food Safety Act, but was yet to prepare the necessary rules, as the issue of food safety was also linked to 14 other ministries. A coordinated agency should take responsibility of ensuring safety in food products, they added. A coordinated agency should take responsibility. This report was written in 2014, but already I have already mentioned that Bangladesh Food Safety Authority, Bangladesh Nirapod Khaddo Kortipokho, has been established to monitor, to supervise such corruptions, to control um, uh, to control over the people who are contaminating food, who are adulterating uh, food, okay, adulterating, polluting our life at large. Okay, so take responsibility of ensuring safety in food products. They added. So, dear students, today I have discussed, I have helped you to understand the text. In my next class, in the next day, I'll discuss about the questions. Okay, and before that, I would ask you to go through these questions. Okay, these questions. No, there are some multiple choice questions here. Okay, look, I'm sure that you'll be able to find out the answers very easily, since I have tried my best to make you understand, to help you understand the text. Okay, if you understand the text, then any question can be answered easily. You can answer any questions very easily. Okay, answer the following questions. Yeah, you have to write the answer of these questions. Okay, I'll tell you how will you find out the answers and how will you write the answers of these questions in your own language. Okay, and finally, um, write a letter to the actually I'll give you a topic to write a report. Okay, this is a very important report for your second paper exam. The first year students, second paper questions come in the first year exams. Okay, in first year tests. Okay, they are included, so you have to study first paper and second paper simultaneously. Okay, don't keep the second paper for the second year. Okay, because is the no um, um, Dhaka Education Board and all other boards, okay, has said that students have to study both the papers in both their years, okay, in first year and the second year. Okay, dear students, I hope you'll prepare the answers of these questions, and as a report, you can learn this report by heart. Okay, learn something by heart is an idiom, is a phrase, কোনো কিছু মুখস্থ করা, এই যে পুরো যে তোমাদের যে এটা আছে রিপোর্টটা আছে, ওকে, লার্ন ইট বাই হার্ট, ওকে. If you write this as a report for food adulteration, about food adulteration, it's absolutely fine one, okay. But dear students, I'd encourage you to write by yourself, okay, to bring some changes, okay, some changes, modifications in the sentence structure, in the vocabulary, okay, in information even, okay. So no more today, students. See you in the next class. Bye. Khuda Hafiz.